Since you're interested in growing a church, I want to encourage you to do two things. These are places you can begin right now making a difference in your church. Number one is to form a pastor's prayer partner group. John Maxwell explained this in an earlier lesson. I hope you will be engaged in that kind of ministry. It will make all the difference in the world. Why? Because the power of God is released through praying people. The effectual, fervent prayer of a righteous man avails much. Then a second thing I would encourage you to start would be a greeter ministry, an usher ministry. These are extremely important and valuable in welcoming people to your church campus. Whether your church is large or small, you need to have greeters and ushers. Now, in today's PowerPoint lecture, we will talk about having effective church greeters. You will learn the most important people who show up on Sunday morning. You will learn how not to greet other people. This will be on a short video that I will share with you. And then I will share the grooming checklist for greeters, an attitude checklist for greeters, and an assignment checklist for greeters. My source for this presentation is from John Maxwell in his kit called Ushers and Greeters that was produced by Enjoy. On this slide, I'd like to walk you through the 7 most important people who show up on any given Sunday. Number 1 is the guest himself or the guests. They are searching and they're looking, they're seeking God, and they're seeking a church fellowship perhaps. John Maxwell has said, and I quote, "The visitor is the most important person that attends church on Sunday. His attendance has been motivated by a friend or a deep need. He brings his hurts, questions, and apprehensions. He looks for warmth, acceptance, and smiles. When he receives these things, he will return. When he returns, he will find God." What a great description. Those guests are so important, and we need to be sure that we distinguish between a visitor and a guest. A visitor is someone who is unexpected and unprepared for, whereas a guest is someone that you anticipate coming and you're ready for their arrival. You know how when a Jehovah's Witness knocks on your door, they're a visitor. You're not prepared for them, and you're not expecting them, and therefore usually you don't invite them in. But if you have a guest coming from your church, you have invited them, you expect them to come, and you get ready for them. It's the same way in church. If we expect guests to come, and we're ready for them, they likely will return again, and maybe, just maybe, they will accept Jesus as their personal Lord and Savior. Now, here's another person that's a very important person on Sunday morning. This is the parking lot greeter. Many churches do not have parking lot greeters, but I think it's a very good thing. In the last church that I served in Mooresville, North Carolina at Southside Baptist, we had parking lot greeters. When bad weather, rainy weather was the forecast, these parking lot greeters would have umbrellas, and they would walk those guests and members alike into the building so they wouldn't get wet. I have one story that I want to share with you about a parking lot greeter. This greeter greeted the person. She had 2 children with her. These children needed care. This greeter got her to the welcome center, and then our guides took this individual to her Sunday school class, but first took the children to their Sunday school classes. And on that very Sunday, this woman came forward and made a commitment to receive Jesus Christ as her personal Lord and Savior. Now, I began to think about that story, and I think, what if that parking lot greeter had not helped this single mother into the church building with those children? What if someone had not located the nursery area for the children to stay while she attended her Sunday school class? And what if we had not had an extended session after the Sunday school hour to take care of those children during worship? This lady perhaps would not have received Jesus as her personal Lord and Savior. What should a parking lot greeter do? Well, first, greet everyone with a smile, wave, and welcome them to your church. Help them to find a place to park. Be clear in your direction for the people parking, and then give special attention to those who parked in handicapped spots and who are first-time guests. So I encourage you to have parking lot greeters. And then your nursery workers are so very important. Nursery workers are a key to a growing church. Young parents will select a church more on the nursery care than on the doctrine of the congregation. A nursery worker should provide the following services. First, give assurance to the parents that their child is in good care, and then learn the parent's name and the baby's name. Here's a key: change the diaper in the last 10 minutes of the service. And then say something, or later write something flattering about the parents and the baby. And always say, "See you next Sunday." Again, in the church that I served in Mooresville, we had a welcome center where we had some of our friendliest and kindest and most knowledgeable members. They would be the ones that our parking lot greeters would bring the guests to and introduce them, and they would get the information. Then they would take the person who was our guest to their Sunday school class or to the worship service. Now, our welcome center was a portable welcome center. We could roll it right out into the courtyard, and if there was bad weather, we could put it inside. It worked very well for us. The responsibilities of the Welcome Center greeter is to answer any questions and assist in general for all guests. Be early. Give a warm and friendly greeting, a "how may I help you" kind of attitude. And then you are able to get them to the escorts or those who guide the individuals to their Sunday school classrooms or the worship center. Keep the information booth clean. Keep that welcome center neat. Throw away any outdated materials. Stock up so that you have updated materials to give to these guests. And then you need to have greeter guides. These are people that actually take the guests from the welcome center to their Sunday school classroom or to the worship center. Here's a suggested job description for those who are guides. Be ready and available to personally escort visitors to the appropriate rooms, and be early. Make sure that they have actually made contact with a nursery worker or a greeter. And then watch for people who appear lost or hunting for the right place. Assist them. And then look for them next week and greet them, if possible, by name. And then you want to have door greeters. These are folks that can remember names and love to greet people and have an outgoing personality. And you have these door greeters at every door, not just one door, not just the main entrance, but at every door of your church. And then the person the guest sits beside. This is so key. We need to cultivate friendly people in our churches, people that would greet the guests who might sit down beside them, people who would be friendly to them, maybe invite them out to a meal after the worship service. But the person the guest sits beside is so key, is so important. You might want to teach your members these manners. Number 1, don't hog the end of the pew. Second, don't fight for your pew. If someone else is sitting there, let them have it. Number 3, smile. Smile a lot. Number 4, introduce yourself as soon as possible to the guest. Number 5, offer assistance. Be observant. See what they need and try to provide it for them. And then compliment the person. You can find something, surely, that you can compliment them on. Number 7, get more acquainted with them during the fellowship time, and then after the worship service. And then number 8, be sensitive to any spiritual needs they might have. If they begin crying during the service, there's a reason for that. And maybe the individual who sits next to a new person can find out what that need is and help meet it. These are some of the most important people you will enlist and train for ministry in your church. Now, on the next slide, I want to share with you how not to do a greeter ministry. This video is made tongue-in-cheek, but I think that it will get the point across.
Yeah, man. So listen, I was playing basketball the other night. Unbelievable. I went to my right, crossed through my legs, behind the back, step back, hit a J right in this guy's face, man. It was
His face.
unbelievable.
He's got to play better defense than that, though.
I know. I mean, I felt like I was Michael Jordan out there. It was unbelievable, man.
Dude, I believe it. Sometimes when I watch you, it's like watching flashbacks of Michael Jordan in his heyday.
Hey, you know what? You're not the first person that's ever compared me to Michael Jordan.
Really?
That's unbelievable.
not surprising at all.
Hey, man. Welcome to Mansfield Baptist Temple. So we're going to be playing some ball like next Sunday night. So I don't know if we can get some guys together or something after
I'm sure we
church.
can get a couple guys.
But I'm looking forward to that, too. I think we're going to have a really good time.
Yeah, that should be fun. Let me know about it. Text me something.
Sounds good, man.
Hey, how's it going? You look good. You do. That's interesting outfit you chose there. However, it is Sunday morning, so
You're dressed inappropriately.
you're not wearing a tie. Not a big deal. It's not a big deal at all. I do have one in my pocket, so if you just want to, there's a bathroom downstairs. You want to go ahead and throw that on. That'd be great.
Take the tie. Take the tie.
Just go put that on. You know how to tie it? You know how to tie a tie? You good?
Yeah.
He can tie a tie for you. It's really, if you can tie a tie?
Yeah,
Just want to go throw that on there and then head back up in here. We'll be fine. Everything's good. Here's the bulletin. Check that out while you're tying your tie. I'd love to have you. Thank you. It's good to have you at Mansfield Baptist Temple.
Yeah.
It really is. Yep.
Hey, buddy, how's it going?
Good.
I'm Brad. This is Austin.
Nice to meet you.
Welcome to
Nice to
Mansfield
meet you.
Baptist Temple. How's it going today?
Good. A friend told me to meet him here a little bit early.
Okay.
He's not actually here. Do you know where I could sit?
Yeah, we can take a look and see what's available. Okay. It actually doesn't start for another 15, 20 minutes. So,
Okay.
actually though, we got a situation. We got saved here, saved,
Yes.
saved, double saved, saved. What about that section over there? Is it,
That's saved.
that
Saved.
one's double saved, double
Mhm.
saved. Okay, that's not gonna work. Okay.
Maybe. Ooh.
I don't know. Actually, we have, we got one here that might be available. It might work for you. You got a little block view, but it's a great spot. Okay. Thanks. Yep.
Thanks.
Go ahead and grab a seat. Thanks, man.
Hey, it is so good to see you. Welcome to Mansfield Baptist Temple. My name's Austin. Give me a hug. It's good to see you. What's your name?
Nathan.
Well, welcome to our church. Let me show you to see where you can find one. It is really so good. It's good to see you here. It really
Hey,
What's your name?
Nate. What's your name?
Brad. I have something for you. This tells a lot of things about us. If you'd like, you can find your way inside.
Okay.
Yeah, so you got a lot to do today. So. Hi, welcome to Mansfield Baptist Temple.
it's good. It's good to see you. Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
You're do you have any Tic Tacs on you by any chance?
Yeah, man.
Get you some Tic Tacs.
This little proverbial.
Yeah, take all of those. Just put
Just
them in.
throw them in there.
Not a big
That's
deal.
great. That's great. It's gonna help you out. It's gonna help you
Yeah,
out.
you got a little bit. You got
Yeah,
tissue.
let me get in on that. Let me
Get
get in
that.
on that.
Get that.
Right there,
Here,
too.
hold on.
Got it.
Come on.
Get it?
Let me fix
Yep,
your
get
hair
it.
real quick. Get your hair
Looking
in.
good.
Looking
Looking good. Yep.
All right. Yep. Okay.
Yep, yep.
One more thing. Let's
Thank you.
let's get some of this hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
Just get a lot of that. Let's just.
Yeah.
You want some hand? Yeah. Let's just.
Oh,
Just
he's
put it all
gonna
up
go get it
here.
for you. He's gonna
Put
go
it
get
on
it.
your face.
Yep.
Let's get it on your. Let's get it.
Yep.
Let's just get it all over.
He looks good. He looks
Yeah,
good. I think
yeah.
he's ready to go. Here's your bulletin. Thanks for coming today.
This book. Read that when you get a
Have a
chance.
great- Excuse me, sir. This is the Mansfield Baptist Temple. I know you're coming in. You want to get in there, but you're coming in a little bit aggressive, okay? You're coming in a little bit aggressive, trying to get in there, so we're going to have to take care of this situation. I think we got a situation on our hands.
Yeah, we got a situation. Sir, can you get your hands up in the air, please? Get your hands in the air.
You better listen to what he
Hands in
says.
the
You
air.
better get your hands up
Get your
right
hands in
now.
the air. Thank
Turn
you.
this way. Turn
Thank
this way.
you. Thank you. Thank you. That better be a Bible. It better be for a Bible.
It is.
All right,
Right?
he's good.
He's playing.
Get in there. Come on.
Take your
Get in there.
balls and get in.
Find a seat.
Second row.
Find a seat.
Second
Quickly.
row.
Quickly.
Second
Quickly.
row. Second row. No, that second row.
Your church. It's a place where God is seen, love is felt, and lives are changed. The following is a checklist for grooming for all greeters. 1. Be freshly bathed. There's nothing that can interrupt the greeting process more than bad odor. No chewing gum. Clean, appropriate dress. Use deodorant and breath mints. Clothes and hair neat. Shoes cleaned and shined. All of these just make for a great impression, and it will make people want to come back. We continue our checklist for greeters, and it should include an attitude. Proud to be an usher or a greeter. A pleasant smile and good conversation. Optimistic about the church. Non-judgmental and kind to all, regardless of how they look or how they're dressed. Then the assignment is be on time. Concentrate on the service that you want to provide for the guest. The worst thing is for guests to find the greeters or the ushers just talking among themselves and not engaged in their job, that is, greeting other people. If you will focus and concentrate on having a good greeter and usher ministry, your church will begin to thrive. You will see the difference.